Yo, what's up, guys and girls? You're listening to episode 203 True to Society.
It still sounds so weird hearing the two.
I
Because
know.
for 100 episodes, it was one, blah, 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 whatever.
But
Now
we're
it's
taking
two. It's like when it's a new year and you need to start writing like 2022. But for the first like 2 months of the year, you're writing like 2021.
21, yeah.
Yeah. I'm probably still right 2021. Who cares what year it is? It doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares what episode it is? It doesn't matter. What's going on, everyone? And welcome to True to Size. We are a weekly podcast centered around the wild world of sneakers. I will be your host today. My name is Lawrence Hopkins, and I am joined by the rest of the quarantine at Canada Got Soul, Mr. Joel Hernandez.
Woohoo, ka-choo!
And Mr. Alvin Martinez.
Hi.
That was very dramatic.
I wanted to do something crazy, but then, my brain froze, and it was just
Joel sucked all the crazy out of you.
His cuckoo ka-choo.
Yeah. Like the Monstar stealing talent, Joel sucked the crazy out of Alvin.
Oh man.
You know what? I just thought of one. I was gonna say we don't have a mini fire round before the episode starts.
Ooh.
But then I was like, honestly, you know what? Maybe I do have one. Not sneaker related at all, actually. What is your favorite bagel?
Bagel. Whoa.
Bagels are one of my favorite foods.
That's a
Bomb.
toughie.
Even after that
hard.
whole, I feel like everyone, excuse me, everyone goes through a point where someone tells them, bagels is like having 5 slices of bread. And I feel like they're trying to turn me out. That sounds great. I love bread. Make it more slices of bread.
Yeah.
Make it more
Then
densely
that just
packed.
means me eating 2 bagels is even better.
Exactly. That means I'm eating a whole loaf of bread.
A whole loaf of bread, bro.
Who cares?
Shit.
Man. Favorite bagels.
Bagel.
Alvin, go ahead. You can start.
All right.
No pressure. No pressure.
I think my number. Okay, can I give you a runner up?
Sure.
So a runner up would be like a blueberry / like a raisin, something with dried fruit in it, like blueberry or like a raisin bagel.
Mm-hmm.
Just put some obviously put in the toaster and then slap some nice cream cheese on there, and it's just good. However, if I'm making a Sammy, like a sandwich bagel, I need an everything bagel.
Everything.
That extra seasoning that they put on the bagel is so good. Yeah, I gotta go everything bagel, man. Just because I also have that seasoning, just the seasoning, and I put that shit on everything.
Yep.
So
Frank's Red Hot.
Everything.
Yeah,
everything
so
bagel seasoning. Put that shit on everything. I actually have 2 as well. I'll let Joel go first.
Okay.
I have 2 as well now that we're talking about it. But go ahead, Joel.
Mine is the opposite of Cuzzo's. But mine
nothing bagel?
No.
He's like, I hate bagels.
No.
Alvin likes everything and Joel nothing.
Nothing. No, my go-to is the cinnamon raisin bagel.
Yes, sir.
And I like it simple, just toasted with butter. I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But then
sounds good.
I like the everything bagel too. So, but mine is reversed. Of
flip flop.
Yeah.
Flip flop.
Same, bro.
Classic flip flop.
Same. Yeah.
Okay. So mine, just in the interest of being different, I think that everything is going to be at the top of near the top of most people's lists.
Yeah.
How can it not be? It's all of the bagels. Who doesn't love all of the bagels?
Mm-hmm.
I think, and they're harder to find now, especially hard to find really good. Tim Hortons used to have them. Great Canadian Bagel still has them. Chocolate chip bagels.
Oh,
just toasted with butter. Are fantastic. Very, very good.
Chocolate chip bagel.
They used to have them at Tim's, and they don't anymore. But Great Canadian Bagel has a good chocolate chip bagel. So just that toasted with butter is fantastic. But my go-to, when I go to Tim Hortons and I'm gonna dress it up, surprisingly, 12 grain bagel toasted with plain cream cheese and bacon.
Ooh.
Very good. Very good. Not quite a breakfast sandwich. It's like the in between when you don't quite want a breakfast sandwich, but you're like you want more sustenance than just a bagel.
Yeah.
Damn.
Plain cream cheese and bacon. Just a great amount of filling.
My sister-in-law recently showed us a bagel spot out here in Canada, in a city/town because it's kind of small called Waterdown in Ontario, and the bagels are as big as your face.
Jeez.
However, they are so like fluffy. I don't know if that's like, you know, when you press it and it goes down, but then when you release it, it just like it's as if nothing happened.
Wow.
Like they're like so good, and they have this jalapeno cheddar bagel.
Jeez.
And you guys know me. I'm not a spice guy in any sense, but that jalapeno cheese bagel with butter and depending on if you're feeling extra cheesy, a slice of cheese on that bagel that's as big as your face.
I got a big face.
It's a great breakfast, man.
Yeah, same. I've got a big face.
Bunch of large faces.
I'll find the name. I can't remember the name, but I'll get the name for you guys. If anyone's out in Ontario and wants a bagel as big as your face, I'll get that name for you for next episode.
Please do. Water down bagels. Absolutely. That sounds weird.
Watered down.
Yeah. Watered.
That sounds bad.
from Waterdown.
From the town of Waterdown.
Yeah, not
the bagels are not watered down.
No,
I would hope not, man.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, it's just a poor name. Poor name for a town, really, city, whatever it's considered. Anywho, we've got a fun show tonight, and it's going to be a tight one because Alvin has his other friends to talk to after this.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into it with a fire round about shoes with different purposes and continue the show with news about a signature sneaker line coming to an end. After that, we have a very charming message coming to us out of London. Which I'm very excited to read out.
Hello, Brobs.
We're going to round everything out with one of our favorite podcast games. Would you rather?
Oh, shit.
But first, Joel.
Fire.
That's right, the fire round. We get to start every show with a quick hitting question from you, our listeners. And this week's question comes from a non-listener, actually. Me. So this one I was thinking about very randomly. I don't remember when. And there's this is going to sound very obvious, but it's obviously setting up the rest of the question. There are shoes for specific purposes. There's shoes for basketball. There's running shoes. There's volleyball shoes. There's hiking shoes. There's tennis shoes. There's soccer shoes.
Yeah.
What's an activity that doesn't have a sneaker intended for it, but should have one?
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
A very tough question, really, because I feel like there's a lot of just unloved activities out there, you know? Everything should have it in a whole uniform created for it, and sneakers is where it starts. I'll go first. And I feel like this one is semi-obvious, but maybe not. I'm going to go with mowing the lawn. Everyone has mowing the lawn shoes, but there's no mowing the lawn shoe. You know, everyone needs a shoe that's not going to get grass stained, that's not going to get blades of grass inside of it. So you need some heavy duty, probably dark, good for walking, but breathable. Because in the summer when you're out there mowing your lawn, it's hot. You have some hot feet. But if it spits a rock out at your foot, you need to be protected at the same time. So there's a lot of things that go into this type of footwear, right?
Yeah.
And we got to put an end to just wearing black cement threes to mow the lawn. We gotta save the black cement threes from the lawn mowing sneaker.
The black cement
So I'm gonna go with mowing the lawn as an activity or just something that doesn't have a sneaker made for it, but really could use one. Alvin, what about you? What do you got for me?
I feel like we need some barbecuing shoes. You know what I'm saying? Because we usually wear flip-flops, right? We usually wear flip-flops and shit. But you got to watch your feet / your socks, because I usually wear socks with any of my flip-flops. Sometimes, depending on how much fat is on your meat, you get that splashback or that little, the oiliness. And if it lands on your foot and you're not wearing socks or like anything, geez, you need that protection.
That's true.
It's just you also want to look fly while you're doing the barbecue. So I feel like you need some barbecue shoes. And you know what? Just make it safe. We'll also make them non-slip.
Yep. Great choice.
Just in case you want to bring the cooking inside. Let's make that non-slip. Make it safe, and just something comfy, something cushiony. And you're gonna be standing the whole time, depending on how many burgers / steaks / vegetables you're cooking. So, give me some comfy ass barbecuing shoes, man.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a good
I feel like we're just coming up with sneakers that dads need. It sounds like, which is also very, very fine.
If give me a all around dad shoe.
Yeah.
Cutting grass, barbecue.
I think they make that. That would be like a trainer though. We need like specific trainer. You can't get cross trainers for like everything. Like the dad cross trainer, like the dad trainer. No, we need like specific dad activities. They needed their own specific shoe for each of them. Joel, give me a sneaker or an activity that doesn't have a sneaker associated with it that needs one.
Okay, so I thought about this, and I think we need like a sort of shoe, like a sort of sneaker for like walking the dog, like a dog walking shoe kind of thing. Like you can't wear like a regular walking shoe just because like you need to see like where they shit like at night, especially because you need like a flashlight or something.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be that person that doesn't pick up the shit. So it's like you need a light. So what I thought, like you would have like a shoe that's like breathable, but like it's like sturdy. So it's like sort of like
needs to be ACG. You gotta walk the dog 12 months of the year.
Man. And it's like in case it rains too, you don't want that shit like going in your shoes and stuff like that. Or like even if you're walking in grass but not just rain and you got all that all that dew on the grass and whatever from rain, and you need like something like Gore-Tex, like something breathable and something that protect you, and something like with lights especially, and that'd be pretty cool, like something like that.
The light would be clutch for sure, bro.
For real, man.
Because then you also don't want to step in other dogs' shit.
Yep,
that's right.
Because there are dog owners here who do not pick up the doo-doo.
SMH.
A big SMH. If I ever catch anybody, by the way, you live in Milton, and if I catch you not picking up your dog shit, I'm picking up your dog shit and throwing it at you. Feel me? You've been warned.
Poop thrower. Like a flamethrower, but
I wouldn't pick it up with my hands though. I'd like probably get a bag, pick it up, and then not close it, and then just throw it.
Gee, that's worse, guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
You've been warned, Milton.
All of Milton.
Shit. You've been warned.
Good thing we have a big Milton following who listens to this. Everyone's going to hear this. This is going to be on the Milton Nightly News.
I think we have more people that live in the UK that listen to this than we do in Milton. Shout out to the UK fam. Hello, bros and sisters.
Good day, mates.
Good day.
All of the above. Thank you all for your answers. If you would like to submit a question for the fire round and have us answer it on the pod, please shoot us a message on Instagram or email us at canadagotsoul@gmail.com. Next up, the CGS Picks. Each week, we all pick an upcoming sneaker to analyze, dissect, and give our thoughts on. Then we decide if it's poop, scoop, whoop-de-whoop, or Alvin's trademarked phrase.
Super cute.
That's right. Shout out once again to the British family. I'm going to go first only because my good friend Joel mentioned the idea of having a light in a shoe. So I think it makes sense for me to go over my pick because my pick has a light in the shoe. Or so it looks like. It's tough to say. My pick, because as everyone knows, I've just been a fan of this silhouette my entire life, longer than my entire life, actually. Before I even had a life, I liked this shoe. And that would be the Air Jordan 2. And it's in collaboration with someone who I could probably name 3 songs of. I know they're very famous. J Balvin. He's got a follow up to his Air Jordan 1, which I was actually a really, really, really big fan of. The tie-dye Jordan 1 was super cool. He's doing an Air Jordan 2.
Ooh.
I'm sure there's some sort of theming here that I don't know about because I don't follow him as an artist, but it's a completely blue shoe. The heel counter has like clouds. It's almost like a quilted, like ripstop upper. The toe box shape looks really good. I think I'll have to ask Sean Collard if this is the good one or not. It looks different than the typical Jordan 2. So I think this is how it's quote unquote supposed to look. But the interesting thing about them is the glow in the dark features. So the outsole glows in the dark, and it's hard to tell if the Wings logo on the tongue glows or if there's a light in there. Because it's like really bright in these pictures. And on the back of the tongue, it has like looks like a battery logo or something. Like you're supposed to like click it and like maybe like a light turns on. So tough to say, obviously, because there's no official words or images about them. Oh, look, no, right here. Someone said it's the first LED infused Jordan Retro. So yes,
LED, bro.
It is an LED light within the tongue. Wild, wild, wild. Very, very interesting.
There you go, Cuzzo.
The shoe, yeah. This is your dog walking shoe right here.
That's it, right there, bro.
We found J Balvin heard your wishes.
Jeez.
I will say overall, I'm not a huge fan of the shoe. I usually like the outlandish stuff. I don't know. Something about this doesn't mesh well for me. I think it's just the way the side panels look. They look like a puffer jacket, which I don't really like. Obviously, love the glow in the dark. The cloud detailing on the heel is really cool. But overall, not a huge fan of the shoe, all in all. So I'm just going to call it like cute because it's not a scoop, but it's not poo. Like it's not really bad. It's just whatever. It's whatever. It's okay. But it is really cool that they put an LED light in the shoe. Never been done before on a Jordan Retro. So shout out to J Balvin. Big LED light fan, apparently. Alvin, what have you got?
I have the soon to be releasing on Friday, May 20th. So yesterday, if you're listening to this on Saturday, the Joe Fresh Goods X New Balance 9060 in the penny cookie pink colorway. So this is part of his Inside Voices collection / collabo with New Balance, and these are dangerous as fuck. The details too, though. The details are dope. Like the quilted sock liner, the Joe Fresh Goods on the back heel that hit there, and then you've also got Inside Voices as well. That I think it's embroidered / stitched on the back heel, which is crazy. And then just the colorway, you have like a tan, pink, hints of green, and then that midsole also kind of got me. It's kind of chunky, which I tend to not go towards. But something about this sneaker and how they put it together, like I think it looks dope, and it's got the gum outsole as well. And the gum outsole is always kind of, I got a weakness for them. But these release, like I said, on Friday.
They're not cheap.
They're not. They're $220. So a local shop, Livestock, is going to be getting them. And they're pricing them at $220 Canadian. Which
that's honestly not bad. They were $180 US.
Yeah,
I thought they were going to be more.
So $220 Canadian is a pretty good price.
That's quite good.
But it's still $220. So depending on how much I have to gas up my car before Friday,
yes,
we'll see, man. I really do like these, though. I want to say these are a scoop, but
say the word, buddy.
I don't want to, man. That means I'm gonna have to try for them because, like, they're so sexy.
I'm very curious to see them in person because they do.
Yeah,
they do look very unique and cool.
Yeah, I've honestly definitely like a summer shoe for me, though. In my opinion, I don't know if I can see myself rocking these in the fall.
Yeah,
just because of the colors and stuff. But I mean, the suede looks super premium, and it's just super dope, man. Always been a fan of his stuff, so we'll see. I'm gonna say super duper cute, with a chance of scoop the motherfucking whoop, but we'll see. We'll see what happens on Friday.
You're just trying to protect yourself from getting hurt at this point. Like you don't want to say it's really nice and then miss it and then feel like sad.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
That's okay. That's all right. We're here to support you. Joel, what do you got?
All right. So what I got is the Air Max 1 in the light matter root colorway. Wow, these are really cool.
Yes.
I really like them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super
so
facts.
It comes in the colors are light matter root, which is like a pink, the vivid green, and the rattan are the three colors on the shoe. The way that they mix them up is just proper. So it's predominantly like the mud guard going to the heel is like all in the light matter root, which is like a pinkish, dark pinkish color. And then you got the vivid green on the swoosh, and also in the airbag itself. It's on top of a white midsole with a black outsole. It's like a light blue uppers as well. I guess that's the rattan color, but it comes with pink laces. But the way that it's all gelled together is just crazy. It looks like they're using this light matter root in different other shoes as well. Nike. I also came across a women's Air Jordan 1 low using the light matter root. So it's probably going to be like the next up and coming colorway that they're going to be using a lot. But yeah, man, the way that they made this shoe flow together, bonkers.
Fuego.
Really like them. Fuego.
Big fuegos.
Yeah, fuego, flame, fuego.
Love.
They dropped, by the time you listen to this, it's already dropped on the 19th of May. It's been updated, but hopefully you can get your hands on a pair. But these are super, super cute. Really nice.
I very, very like.
Yes.
See.
See.
All right, next up. This Week in Kicks. This is the part of the show where we discuss the current headlines and happenings in the world of sneakers, and it's a pretty good one. Nike is apparently done with one of their very long tenured signature athletes. So as we kind of know, it's pretty rare that like signature athlete lines kind of come to an end in like a big blaze of glory. Usually they kind of just like contracts will fizzle out or the player will retire. Like typically, I mean, just for like optics sake, obviously these big brands don't want big public falling outs in the middle of these big players' careers. Like you don't even usually see people switch all that often. Usually when someone is signed, they're signed for a long time. That's not what's happening here. It's not at all. So one of Nike's most popular athletes is reportedly unlikely to receive an extension to his signature deal when it comes to the end of next season, and that would be Kyrie Irving.
Jeez.
So Kyrie Irving's contract is currently slated to end at the end of the 2022-2023 NBA season. He has a sneaker that is slated to drop in the fall as his like next one in his signature line. What was it called? The Kyrie and something, I don't remember. So yeah, he's been on Nike since 2014. I can't believe it's been that long.
Crazy.
8 years?
That's crazy.
A lot. Yeah, really long time. So yeah, he's been on Nike since 2014. And he's released 8 signature sneakers since then, obviously 8 years, including a bunch of like the takedown stuff that you see kind of like sitting in Foot Locker, like the cheaper alternatives, like the Kyrie Fly Trap, all that kind of stuff.
Fly traps, yeah.
Yep. So the downfall itself kind of seemed to start when Kyrie literally in a public forum said that the Kyrie Infinity was, in quotations, trash. He called it trash. He said, I've never seen this. I didn't give my sign off on this, was like going off about it. Obviously deleted all this stuff. But it was all said, I believe, on Instagram, if I remember correctly. And obviously the relationship wasn't helped at all by the fact that Kyrie barely played this year because he couldn't play in Brooklyn Nets home games because of the New York vaccine mandate. This is also with his like flat earthing stuff. And yeah, he's had a tough like press run in the last couple of years. And that's obviously not typically the kind of people that Nike will hitch their wagon to. So yeah, curious to see what goes on with that. But yeah, ESPN reported, Woj actually reported. So that's how you know it's real, big time. that Nike has no interest in renewing the contract after this year. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see where he goes. We'll see if anybody signs him. Lots of big question marks there because again, he's kind of a loose cannon in some respects. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But with that, I do have a question for you guys. So assuming Kyrie does not re-sign with Nike, what current player would you like to see take his place that doesn't already have a Nike signature line? So they could be signed to Nike. They could be signed under the umbrella. They could have had PEs, but they don't have their signature line. They're not a Giannis or a Paul George or a LeBron or a Kobe, etc. Tons of great options, obviously. But Joel, what do you think? We'll start with you.
Oh man, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to probably, I don't know, Jason Tatum. I know he's Jordan.
Yeah, he's Jordan, but he doesn't have a signature line.
He doesn't have, exactly. So
we'll take that.
I'm gonna say Tatum because he's just tearing shit up right now.
Yeah, man, so good.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna say Jason Tatum. We'll see.
Yeah, we will see. I feel like he's got to be, if he continues through the play, if he is able to bring Boston to the finals.
Yeah,
you got to think that like there's something there in terms of him getting his own signature sneaker. My answer would have been Luka. Because again, literally doing the exact same thing Tatum's doing, but on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But he literally they just introduced like his signature sneaker, like the Luka 1 or whatever. So I'm gonna go with. See, the problem is I want to say Devin Booker so bad.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like he has the following and like the kind of game that really like would do well and as a signature athlete.
Yeah,
he's just so inconsistent. It's like I mean, like he's better than Paul George in my mind, and it's kind of bewildering and baffling to me that Paul George has his own signature sneaker line. But yeah, whatever. Let's say Devin Booker. I just think that he has the sellability to move units, and he has the fun game. Like he dropped like 70 in a game or something, didn't he? Like. He has like the third highest point total ever in a game after Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant is Devin Booker with like 70 or some shit.
Jeez.
So yeah, let's go with Book, even though he seems to have a lot of trouble in the playoffs with performance. Yeah, that closeout game was rough.
Oh my god,
that was so rough. I mean, I love Luka. Like Luka might be my favorite player that's not in the Raptors, so I want to see him do well, but. That was tough to watch. Even loving Luka, I was like, damn, this is sad.
Number 1 team, too.
Yeah, by far. Like 8 games above any other team in the league for first place. Crazy. Crazy. Excited. That series starts tonight. That's your ad. Shout out to hashtag ad for TNT. Warriors Mavs starts tonight. Alvin. What about you? A signature player? I'm sorry, a player that could use a signature sneaker line.
I was going to say DeRozan.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go with a Raptor, and we'll say Scotty Barnes.
Okay.
Sign that rookie, bro. He's
I like
rookie
that.
of the year, man.
Yeah.
I like that a
rookie
lot.
Rookie of the year. He's got lots of potential. He can play any position.
He's the future of the league.
His signature where he looks back at mans and he's gonna dunk, like, come on, no, that's gonna be a crazy commercial, bro. Like, come on.
Crazy.
I like that answer a lot.
I like
he's the future of the league, man. Plays all 5 positions. Fun, yeah.
Cool,
great,
like the coolest dude. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
you're telling me
such
you
a
can't,
fun guy.
Like, come on, he's the real
units, fun
bro.
guy.
Yeah,
great answer. Very good answer. Next up, previously in Kicks, this is the part of the show where we review our latest pickups and recap the latest happenings in our sneaker lives. Joel, anything to report on your end in the last week?
Nada,
indeed. Alvin, anything for you?
Yeah. So last weekend, I got to see our good friend of the show, Maya, aka at po.tato.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
True.
Yeah, and then so a while ago, I bought a fitted off of this brand from Montreal called Cartier. I think I said that wrong.
I think it's
right.
Quartier.
Quartier.
Yeah, so it's spelled like quarter.
Quarter.
Yeah, basically with an I instead of just the E. But yeah, super dope brand. I love what they stand for, and I've always wanted a piece from them. But then one day Maya was like, "Yo, I'm going to Cartier. If you guys want anything, let me know. Instead of paying for shipping or whatever, I'll just whenever I see you, I see you."
True.
So she picked up the fitted that I wanted. But there were 2 colors I wanted, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be smart and just save my money and just buy one because I don't need to. I only have one head. And then she just ended up buying the other colorway that I wanted and just gave it to me. She said, "Happy birthday." I'm like, bro, like,
aww.
So big shout out to Maya. And then today I got an Under Armour Canada package. It was the Curry Flow 9 in the Elmo colorway.
Dribble me Elmo.
Like the name itself, Dribble me Elmo.
Fire.
The colorway, fire. The apparel, fire. And again, like I've said many things about the Curry 9. I love it. So shout out to Under Armour Canada. Love that sneaker. Love that colorway too. So yeah.
Retweet.
Retweet.
I actually forgot. I did see Maya as well at the Makeway event that was downtown last weekend. Makeway was releasing the Neapolitan Air Jordan 3, basically a Mocha 3 with like a light pink detailing, which is fire. Super fire. Obviously kind of like riding on the coattails of the Travis Air Jordan 1, but honestly suits the silhouette so well. Beautiful shoe. Was able to pick up a pair. So it was very cool shoe in hand. And that whole Makeway event was very cool. They did it with Ruru Baked, obviously, because it was an ice cream themed sneaker. They were giving out Neapolitan Ruru ice cream, which was made with like real strawberries and was just fire. I literally stood there for like 2 hours and just like talked to like the Makeway family. Maya pulled up. We ate watermelon, ate ice cream. It was a very fun time. That same night, I don't have any other sneaker related stuff, but that same night, Makeway threw a party, one of their Party 6000s or P6000s or whatever they call it. I hadn't been out like that in a while, obviously pre-COVID, really. It was interesting to say the least. I had a great time. Me and Jill went. We had a fantastic time drinking. Ran into Jaron, good friend of the show. Jaron and wifey, which was very cool. He literally like I got like the best parking spot. I was parked like right across the street. Got out of my car, waiting to like cross because there was traffic coming, and I'll hear from across the street in a familiar voice say, "Hey yo, Lawrence!" I look up and it's Jaron. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "Oh, I'm going to this club." I was like, "Oh, same. Are you here for Abby's thing?" He's like, "No, what's that?" We just happened to be at the same place, but he was there for a different reason. So yeah, got to hang out with Jaron and his wifey for most of the night, which was very cool. But yeah, first experience going out post/pre-COVID, and a little bit jarring. Jarring. A room full of a lot of people. A little bit jarring. Yeah, it was a good time. Shout out to the Makeway family forever and ever and always. Amen. Next up, thumbs up, thumbs down. In this part of the show, we give our opinion on various sneaker related topics with zero context or discussion. All we're allowed to say is thumbs up or thumbs down. And keeping it on brand, thumbs up, thumbs down to the entire Kyrie signature sneaker line.
Shit.
As a whole, all of it. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Joel.
I'm going to say up.
I'm going to say down. Alvin, break the tie.
Way down.
Oh, really? Wow, way down. I didn't expect that impassioned of an answer from you about the Kyrie signature.
Go hard or go home, right? Let's go.
Absolutely. Next up, NSR, not sneaker related. We talk about sneakers a lot. So in this weekly segment, we're going to take 30 seconds out of the show to discuss something completely irrelevant from the world of sneakers and inspired by absolutely nothing. What is an extreme stunt sport, extreme thingy that you would actually try? And I'm talking like skydiving, rock climbing, like that crazy shit, bungee jump, all that stuff. I don't want to take him as answer, but all that stuff that you would actually try, Not just something that is like cool, not something that whatever that you, if you say this and I come to your house tomorrow and say, we're going to do this, you would do it. It can't be nothing. Just what right. If it's nothing, tell me the most extreme thing you would do. Alvin seemed incredibly excited. I feel like he has 7,000 answers, so Alvin can go first.
Yeah. I mean, okay, listen. I skydiving would be there, but I'm scared as fuck. So there's too many things that go through my head when I think about skydiving. As cool as it is and as fun as it looks, no. But I do want to do like a zip lining thing. It's not too extreme because you're kind of safe, but not really. But I've seen a few of my friends go on vacations and they like zip line through these tall ass trees. And I'm not the type to love heights. However, it seemed super, super fun. So I'll zip line through tall ass trees like jungles and stuff. Yeah, that's about as extreme as I'm gonna get, guys. Sorry.
That's pretty extreme.
That's
still.
Cool though. Yeah.
You can get pretty extreme with zip lining.
Yeah, you can go up. You could do it upside down if you're really adventurous and want blood to rush to your head. And,
heck yeah.
You know, I'm not like that though. I'd be holding on so tightly and like just admiring the views. Hopefully. When are we going, Lawrence?
I have done zip lining, not that super extreme stuff where you see people going through like the jungle and shit, like in Costa Rica. Not that extreme, but I've done zip lining and it is fun. So would go zip lining with you. I'm gonna go on like the same wavelength, not like as extreme because like I don't like the idea of dying mostly. And like scuba diving, the ocean is terrifying. I will like swim like ignorantly on top of it, but going deep underneath there is just like no thank you. Just even imagining it right now is giving me goosebumps. Like you don't know what's behind. There's a shark behind you and you don't know. So I'm gonna go with something a little bit less extreme but still pretty extreme. I'm gonna do like rock climbing, like still up like a mountain or some shit. Like I'm not talking like inside of like a gym. Like I'm talking like a real rock climbing.
But like with the straps and shit.
With the straps, like, I feel like that's a little bit like
not like the free thing.
I feel more in control at least. Like skydiving, if I'm jumping out of a plane, it's just the parachute is what's in control. If it's me gripping onto the side of a mountain, it's me. At least if I'm gonna fall, it's because I let go. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna do rock climbing because at least I feel like I'm sort of in control and in power of my own death. Rock climbing. Let me know when we're gonna go. Joel, what about you?
Okay, so those are all good ones, really good ones. I really want to try. I really want to try the edge walk.
Oh yeah,
like on the CN Tower. Walk like on the edge.
Alvin said, "Nah."
I have to be high as fuck for that one, bro. Like
you will be very high, yes.
Something like that. I want to try. Like I really wanted to do the skydiving thing before, but then as I got older, and then my fear of heights started. Like I don't know. It's weird though because as you get older, your fear of heights just go crazy. But then it just doesn't make any sense because I want to try the edge walk. But then
crazy, guys.
I don't know, man. I guess because you're like all strapped in.
There's more fail safes on like the edge walk. If you jump out of a plane, it's just your parachute. That's it.
It's just your parachute. Yeah.
It works or it doesn't work. It's two things. That's it. Like nah, no thanks.
And like you got the instructor behind you, and
someone could grab your arm.
I don't trust that guy.
Yeah, if that guy goes like if he hits me with one of those and then it's like
any stuttering of any kind, he's cut. No,
that's it, bro.
No more. Not literally cut, like not like that, but like
no.
Like we're not gonna snip it. Next up, errors, edits, and e-messages. We are pretty smart guys, but from time to time we make mistakes. So if you catch us slipping, hit us in the DM and we'll let the world know that we goofed. No goof, but a very, very wholesome message from our guy out in London, our Aussie out in London. Oh, that snakes. And he says, Rob. This is the best. He says, so the Aussies in London finally met. And he's referring to himself and highbrow sneakers. He said they went to crepe is the pancake. They went to Crepe City in London together, which is like the sneaker show. And they've become friends by listening to the CGS podcast and sending in questions, then following each other on Instagram and finding out that they were both sneaker dads. And he sent like selfies of them at like Crep City, and it was like just the cutest thing. I was like, damn, this is so awesome. So yeah, shout out to both of our Aussies in London.
Nice.
Mate. All that sneaks and eyebrow sneakers.
Eyebrow sneakers.
Highbrow, not eyebrow. Like not on your face,
no.
eyebrow.
Yeah, not eyebrow. Highbrow.
Highbrow. Highbrow, not eyebrow. Not hey, bro. Highbrow. Hey, bro.
Highbrow.
Highbrow.
Hi, bro.
How long can we say this for before people stop listening to the podcast? Yeah, that's very cool. Thank you guys for sending in those pictures. It's very cool you guys met. Obviously, one of the best parts about what we do is having people meet and become friends, because we can't meet anybody and become friends with anybody because we sit on our computers and say hi, brow, for 15 minutes. So,
yeah.
All right, we're going to close things out with a little game. As I mentioned, it's a toy sewed this week. A little game of Would You Rather. Mm-hmm. And we're going to allow some explanations here. This is not like an NSR where you have to just pick one and let it go. Mm-hmm. You're allowed to give your explanation as to why you've given the answer that you did. Ooh. And I have four Would You Rathers here, and I tried to make them kind of like topical to things that we've discussed in like this episode and episodes previous or recently. So the first one of Would You Rather. Would you rather a sneaker that has a high retail price, which means obviously there'll be less resale price, meaning it's easier to get, or a sneaker that has a low retail price, which means there's more potential for resale, meaning they're harder to get? Now, that question was inspired by the $2,200 US price tag on the Louis Vuitton Air Force collection.
Oh.
So, I mean, that's kind of a different example because obviously there's going to be resale on that regardless.
Yeah.
But would you rather if they just made these releases, like these collabs, $500 right off the bat, which would scare a bunch of resellers away and make it easier to get, but then you're paying more, or would you rather have a chance of getting it for retail, thus making it harder, though? That's the question. Ooh. That's the first question. Alvin, go ahead. Which one?
I would do the cheaper retail.
Really?
Higher resale. Because, real talk, like, I can't even afford cheaper retail sometimes.
Fair.
So if you're going to make a shoe super expensive, it's already there's no way I'm going to end up reaching that. Whereas like if it's like quote unquote regular retail, I got like a hope to be able to purchase. And at the same time too, like I feel like we've been playing this game of trying to purchase for retail for so long that I just got used to it. And it's just like, now if I don't get a sneaker for retail, I'm fine with it. If I really want it, I'll actually pay retail for it. But then if I don't get it, it's like, it's easier for me. Now it's easier for me to move on and be like, okay, cool, on to the next one. So I'd still prefer like regular retail as opposed to like an extremely high retail price. Yeah. Just better for me mentally, I think.
That's fair. That's very fair. Joel, what about you?
I think within means, like I'm not talking about like dropping like couple grand, couple racks or whatever.
Yeah.
But within means, like within like my comfort of like, X amount of dollars, I would buy a more expensive one. Just for like quality kind of thing. You know what I mean? And easier to get on if they had offered Sezzle. So
that's Sezzle.
Great point.
But then I would, if they didn't have Sezzle, then I would try to get the more popular one at retail. But like if I don't hit, then I don't hit. I'm like,
that's the problem. Yeah, it's harder to hit.
Yeah, then I won't bother like trying to pay resale for that shoe. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean?
Yeah.
feel like I'm going to be the outlier here, but I think I would prefer the higher retail price. Again, I'm not saying I want to pay more for shoes, but if it makes it easier to get, I feel like one, it's less stress, like Alvin said about like his mental, like it's less stress. Like you're going into it with more confidence that you're going to be able to get it, and I feel like it would make me be more selective with what I'm buying, which ultimately could potentially save me money down like the long term, right? Because if the retail price is really high, I'm going to be more selective with the pairs that I decide I'm going to pick up. And obviously, I just want to see the people who are reselling and exploiting people not make any money. So that's just a bonus from all that as well. Yeah, I guess I'm the minority in that one. Who would have thought? Next up, would you rather? This is obviously related to the Kyrie situation that's happening right now. Would you rather get rid of all of Nike's signature athletes right now who have a signature line? We're talking KD, Giannis, Paul George, the Kobe line, all the current signature basketball lines, and sign a completely new roster of players for Nike basketball who have a signature line, or keep the same roster they have right now for the next 10 years. So no new signature lines, all the same line going for another 10 years, or a completely different line. None of the same athletes.
If you didn't put Kobe in that transaction.
He's part of it.
I know. If you didn't, then I would have gone the other way. But because Kobe is in that transaction, I'm going.
I like that you're calling it a transaction.
It's a transaction. Because I'm going to end up transacting some shoes when they retro some Kobe's. But yeah, because Kobe's in that like situation, man, I'm going to have to go 10 years with the current. Just because his shoes, a lot of his shoes were very iconic. And I mean, KD has some stuff going on too. Like the earlier KDs were dope. Earlier LeBrons were dope as well. So it's like, yeah. And like with the way technology and like the way the shoes are looking now, I'm not such a big fan of them. Like the newer designs anyway. So again, keep the athletes right now for the next 10 years. I'm done.
But that's just because you want to see retros. Mostly,
and I don't really want to see what else they come out with because I'm not a big fan of anything that's been coming out lately. So
fair enough. Joel, what about you?
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of everybody. Gone.
Kick him out.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff out the front door.
Give me new, fresh, upcoming blood. Give me new, fresh meat. I want, the Scotty Barnes. I want like the kids that are coming up now.
Yeah.
Like, the whole draft class. I want even a Jalen Green.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Cade Cunningham. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know they're with Adidas, but have them come over to the dark side. Like, you know what I mean? I want to bring bring Nike basketball back to the forefront of how it was back in the, late early 90s. So
True.
But yeah, I want to do something like that. Like just get rid of everybody and just bring in a whole slew of new ballers, fresh ballers. Like, you know what I mean? Even though even with the Kobe line and stuff, but then I kind of figured that, if things didn't work out, then he would make his own shit, then they would have he would have his own stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know. Basketball.
I'm with Joel on this one. I don't hate the idea of a brand new, completely full roster of new blood coming in, and doing their thing. I feel like all the people that we're talking about right now, aside maybe from Giannis and Paul George, and obviously Kyrie, but he's gone. But you have the KD, the Kobe, and the LeBron all really got huge at the same time. And I feel like most of me just would want it to stay the same because of nostalgia for all those lines. I don't have any connection to the Paul George or the Giannis or the Kyrie line. That's kind of the second wave of it, or the newer wave of it that I don't really care for. So yeah, give me like a full fresh roster of like 6-7 new athletes who are all going to get their own signature line, because like new is good, especially in like performance sports. Like you want to see like innovation and new shit, and like they've been making these silhouettes for so long, but they kind of transition into new styles. We would get 6 brand new fresh slate styles that we've never seen before, most likely out of this. So yeah, give me a brand new roster. Kick all the other old guys out of there. They're all old now, maybe except for like Giannis, but even Giannis is getting up there.
Yeah.
Next up, in relation to our diversity discussion 2 weeks ago, would you rather Jordan Brand only does collabs on the Air Jordan 1, 2, and 3, which is basically what they do now, or they only do collabs on every other Jordan model? So you have like another 30 other model, 30 versus 3, basically, including some really good ones like the 11, the 4.
Yeah.
You know, Alvin, 1, 2, and 3, or everything else?
1, 2, and 3 is too easy for people to be selling right now. And even like down the road, like it's still going to be the 1, 2, like not even the 1, not even the 2. 2 right now is just people are loving it because of everything else that's happened prior.
Yeah.
Like before 2021, 2s weren't even a thing. Like
no,
Sean Collard was the only man who was loving
he's
his
the
2s.
only one. Yeah.
Rightfully so. Like they're dope shoes. It's just no one gave them the love that they saw. But I'm going like from 4 to 33 or 36 or whatever. If you can give me a collabo from a brand who can do something with like a 6, 8,
yeah,
or a 9, even the 10, like I'm down. But yeah, I'm done with the 1, 2, and 3. I love them.
Yeah,
but I'm done with them in terms of collabos for now.
Fair answer. Joel, what about you? What are you thinking?
Variety. Like a whole bunch of different Jordans. Collabo that, like, you know what I mean? I'd rather see that kind of thing. I'm tired of seeing the 1 to 3s and whatever. Give me like Cuzzo said, like 4s and whatever. I like to see like what's the one with the jacket on the top? Is that the 17? 16
with the shroud?
Yeah, I want to see
16.
somebody fuck with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give me some surprise, some like that element of surprise. I want to see something like that.
I like that.
I mean?
I'm down.
Well, outlier again, and probably the hype beast. But honestly, this hurts because like it does suck to have like such little diversity and like variety, but also like when I reach into my closet, this is what I'm wearing anyways, is a 1 or a 3. It's like realistically, if I had to cut something out, it would be that. And I am tired. Like this hurts. I love like the 14. I love this like the 6. I love the 4. Love the 8. Love all of them. But the 1 and the 3 are just too hard to beat for me. I think that they're just too strong and there's so much you can do with them. But that answer may change after this year because they are beating both silhouettes into the ground.
There is so much you could do with them, but nothing is being
also
done.
That's very fair. Yeah. They're putting LED lights in them now, man.
Now,
we're talking about
beep beep beep
beep beep. Like R2D2. R2D2. I would love a Star Wars Air Jordan 2 R2D2. Come on.
Jeez. You guys
come on. Shit. And a Jordan 3 C3 PO. Stop it. I don't know how they never did. No, big tangent. I don't know how they never did a CP3 C3 PO. Like crossover, right? Like an all gold CP3. Like a C3PO, CP3. Come on. It's just right there. God damn it.
Jeez.
That's what Alpha means. They're not doing it.
They're not.
I might just make like a Nike ID R2D2 AJ2. Gosh dang it.
Jeez.
All right. One more. Would you rather every single Air Jordan 1? There's no more highs anymore. Highs have been whatever. Something happened. Thanos snapped and all the Air Jordan 1 highs are gone. Every Air Jordan 1 was an AJKO, or every Air Jordan 1 was an AJ1 low.
Ooh.
That's an easy answer.
With the AJ KO, you're kind of getting a Jordan 1 high though, just a little bit different.
Little bit.
But then the AJ 1 low is getting up there in beloved silhouettes. So Alvin, you go first, even though I know what your answer is going to
be. It has to be the AJ 1 low, but with the original tongue, not the fat,
the proper,
not the PHA. Nothing against the PHAT tongue. I just don't like that where it sits on my tibia, like the front of my leg. When I wear it, you know what I'm saying? Like it just sits too high, especially in the summertime. If I'm like not trying to, if I'm wearing no shows, which I probably won't be, but we'll see. But I just prefer the OG. It's more comfortable. And the low, man, like. If there are no high, if Thanos did a thing with the highs, I'm a low. I've been a low man, so I love my AJ1 lows.
All right, Joel. I feel like this is harder for you. Give it to me.
Oh man, I like the canvas on the AJKOs.
Ooh, yeah.
But I'm scared that the shape is gonna be like cliff, hanging off the cliff kind of thing. I'm a low guy. Doesn't matter if it's like SBs or Air Maxes or like runners or whatever. So I'm gonna have to say the AJ1 low.
Damn. Maybe these questions were just made for me. I'm gonna go with the AJKO. I'm not an AJ1 low person. I don't own a single pair except for a golf pair of AJ1 lows. I will say, after wearing the AJ1 low golf, I was like, might be something here. There may be something going on here that maybe they're onto something over there. Those
SBB's coming out, bro.
I know. I honestly still love the starfish, man. Still,
the
starfish are so good. I was like, maybe those boys over at CGS might know what they're talking about with that AJ1 low.
Get the Costins, bro. Get the Costins.
You always wanted.
It's like
with the mini jump man on the toe box.
It's just such a can of worms, man. If I get into AJ1 lows, where does it go after that? Where do I stop? It's over.
You never do.
Don't. Sounds about right. On that note, on very poor evil laughs. Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you for the evil laughs. Wherever you're taking in this episode, please leave a comment, review, follow, and or subscribe. Make sure to check out CanadaGotSold.ca to shop the latest CGS merch. Peep the YouTube for our latest videos and check out CGS Talk on Facebook to chop it up with us. Of course, do not forget to use hashtag CanadaGotSold on Instagram for a feature. I have been Lawrence Hopkins, and you can find me at LDoggyStyles on Instagram. Woof.
I am Joel Hernandez. You can find me at Joe Dooney, JO_D3OsNEY.
My name is Alvin Quincy, and you can find me at MisterQ and then Mart.
Thank you for listening to us talk about sneakers for 203 episodes. And please remember to rock your kicks. This has been True to Size. We have been CGS, and we are out. Peace. Now this guy's going to go talk about sneakers again.
I know. Love you guys. Thanks for making a toy.
A toy 1 hour, baby.
Nice and toy.
You can send my regards to only Calby and Maya.
I will. I'll do it too. All right, bros. Love you guys.
All right, y'all.
All right, bros.
Peace.
Bros.